Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today we are going to be covering a few different topics. First, I want to take you through our raised garden bed area. I'm going to be showing you how things are looking at this point. So we did have our very first freeze, and so some of the plants are kind of on their way out, and we're just going to be checking in to kind of see what is going to be next for our raised garden bed area in preparation for the spring. And then we're also going to be taking a look at John's windows, kind of seeing the progress on that. And then we're going to be checking in on our garage project, where we are going to be cleaning out our garage and prepping it for a seed starting station and place to store our gardening tools. So I am really looking forward to that. That is going to be a bit of a bigger project, so I hope you guys will stick around for that one. We'll have to divide that into multiple videos, but I hope that you will continue to watch, and let's get started. Now, I don't mean to boast, but our AI barrel that we created with AI technology, ChatGPT, is by far my most favored thing growing in the garden right now, because it is doing the best. So these are all plants that do really well this time of year in our winter season here in Zone 9B. And if you're interested in the plants that we planted, check out some of our previous videos that kind of feature just this garden whiskey barrel. And then our herb barrel is also doing quite well. So we've got parsley and oregano, sage, and lavender, all of which are doing fantastic. There's a little thyme in there too. It's just very hard to see. Now, cherry tomato plants, and any tomato plant for that matter, are very sensitive to the frosts. And so when the freezing temperatures come in, you'll see that the leaves will become dry and brittle. I am just going to leave this in place currently and hope that we can harvest as much fruit off of this as possible. Although I will tell you that with the frosts that have happened, a lot of the fruits have fallen on the ground. Because that's part of its defense mechanism, that when it gets too cold, it will actually drop its fruits in an effort to try to protect itself. But I'm hoping that enough of this is insulated on the inside that in the next week or so, once this is completely kind of died back, the outer branches, that I'll be able to trim this really far back, and I'm hoping to overwinter it. So we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. That'll be the first attempt at overwintering a tomato plant. I don't know if that's something that we'll be able to do here, but I am going to give it a try, and I'll be sure to keep you guys posted on the progress of that. But our dianthus flowers and kale in there and pansies are all doing really, really well. So those plants are just phenomenal when it comes to cold temperatures. They just do really, really well. So now let's take a look at our second raised garden bed. I think I had mentioned before, our marigolds are kind of at the end of their lifespan for the season. We're going to be taking these out, and my plan is to remove these and maybe replace them with a different kind of flower that will do well for the winter season. And then our cabbage plant, he is doing very good. He is really taken off. My only concern with this guy is that he's kind of shading our garlics. So these garlics may not turn out as large. Our garlic chives, we have our chrysanthemums, which I need to trim back as well. So with the garlic chives and the chrysanthemums, now's a good time. You really want to trim them far back. And here we have our celery and our dill. I swear every time I look at my dill plant, it looks bigger. We have our overwintered jalapeno plant. And then we have some broccolis. Those are baby broccolis right now. They're slowly but surely growing, but I do feel like they are a little bit behind for the season. I planted those quite a while ago. Now we're looking at our third raised garden bed. So here I also have some sugar snap peas, and then we have our garlic, rosemary, and celery, and our carrots that are we've been checking in on. They are slowly making their way up. They are looking really good. No, and here we have our ginormous cabbage, which is doing fantastic. But as you can see, it has kind of smushed my onion chives. So I don't know. That's not good. He's not looking so good there. So we may end up having to do something there. This one looks okay. Looks all right, but this one not so much, and the one down there in fact actually doesn't look so good either. These are our overwintering bell pepper plants that we trimmed back last week. And then we have some more calendula flowers, another cabbage there, and some lettuce. Now with our lettuce, what I also need to do is go through and thin this out. I'm actually going to try and transplant those lettuce little seedlings there into different areas just to spread them out. I hate for anything to go to waste by thinning if I can bear it. And so I'm actually going to be moving those throughout the bed and hope that they take and we can get lots of heads of lettuce this season. We have our cute little barrel here. And this one again, so this is mostly primarily mint for the herbs. I did plant some beautiful flowers in here. I got the cyclamen and the violas, a couple different kinds there. And oh, they are just beautiful. And some more lettuce, because now is definitely the season for lettuce. And these are growing pretty dang quick as well. Kind of one of the things I like about this season is the fact that you can plant lettuce and it pops up fairly quickly, and so you will be set for salads and garnishes and things like that. So, and then taking a look at our final raised garden bed. So this is our hot banana pepper plant. To be honest with you, it wasn't as good as last year's banana peppers that were just mild. I was a little disappointed by the size and the taste. I didn't think they were near as good. We have a whole lot of strawberries, which to be honest with you, I'm not sure if I am going to be taking these out or if I am going to leave them. I'm kind of thinking out loud right now, but I think what I might do is just kind of maybe leave this bed alone for now. I'll be taking out these peppers, of course, but I might actually just do a little bit of experimenting with these plants because as they have little offshoots, you can actually take the nodules and pop them up and then they will propagate really easily. Now, supposedly, because I've never done it before, but that might be something that I might experiment with and maybe doing a few of these strawberry plants in pots. I've seen people grow them vertically, which also looks pretty cool and looks like it would be really easy to get a harvest off of. Because my main concern is that being the way that it is, it might be really hard to see the strawberries to harvest them. I'm kind of concerned about that a little bit. And to be honest with you guys, I do have pill bugs in this bed that I know of, and I'm afraid that they're going to get my strawberries before I get a chance to. So I'm kind of leaning more towards maybe just putting them in individual pots or maybe a vertical structure. But if you guys have any recommendations for a way that you'd like to grow your strawberries, feel free to drop me a line in the comments below. I'm always open to new ideas and new ways of doing things. And I think my goal for this year, one of them anyway, is going to be to figure out what is the best way to grow strawberries. So we'll see what happens and I'll be sure to keep you posted on my findings. So that's it for our garden area. We have some work to do to get in prepped for spring, but I am looking forward to the spring season, and now is a great opportunity to get organized, to do soil testing, and all of the necessary things that need done before we enter into our next season. And with that being said, we're going to check in now on John's windows. So John has been working really hard on building the new windows for the barn, and he glued all the parts together. They were just dry fit before, but now they are officially permanent. So each window has about 26 pieces and 52 joints, and everything fits together just perfect. And now that the frames are all glued, they just need to be sanded and finished before the glass can go in. It's just really cool to see how much progress that he has made, and even cooler to see the finish line up ahead, at least for the exterior of the barn anyway. All right, well, it's good to see that those are really starting to make some major progress, and I am so excited to see how that looks after he gets them installed. And now we're going to head on over to our garage area where we're going to check in on the progress and kind of see how things are shaping up to get started organizing our garage space for a seed starting station and organization area for all of our gardening tools. And I know what you guys are thinking. Why do you have so much stuff? No. But I am super excited to see that we were able to clear out a lot of space here. And obviously we still have some stuff that needs organized and changed over, but it's going to be super fun to see this project all come together. And the next steps are going to be to finish cleaning out this area, getting some paint on the walls, and then we'll be able to start making progress on organization and a station for seed starts. So be sure to check in for that, because that is going to be super, super fun and exciting. I am really looking forward to this project. All right, guys, well, that does it for today's video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I am really looking forward to posting future updates on all of our current projects and also starting new ones. I have a feeling 2025 is going to be a very busy but fun year. So with that being said, I want to encourage you to subscribe if you're not currently a subscriber to this channel, and be sure to hit that like button if you like this content. I hope I'll see you again on the next one. Bye.